following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Start having a look.
Hinged. Yeah, she pulls the pins out of the hinges.
Why are the hinges on this side?
The rest is up to you, muscle man.
I'll attempt to remove the door off its hinges.
Are you making a check? Or did you just want to use your base number and hope it's enough?
Actually, so I could make because it says light duty, so I guess it depends on the check I make.
If you make any kind of check that isn't a thinking check, like knowledge rolls and that kind of thing.
I'm gonna just let my body go at 8 and try and open that door.
8? Yeah, okay. You pull it out.
Lean it against the wall. Better than I thought.
Would you like me to do all the muscular lifting things with fit, powerful body?
I'm sure I'll manage. Let's see what we've got going on here. What lies on the other side of the door?
A basement.
Looks like stairs going down.
Yeah.
You don't happen to have a flashlight, do you?
I don't know, let me check. No, she doesn't.
Let's hope part of their power
Does she
drives
have night
lights.
vision? No.
Well, okay, but find out by going down. We'll shoulder a shotgun.
So why did you choose me for this prestigious bee-guarding job?
Well, could have used, might need your skills depending on how the power's being siphoned. If it's going into something that has an architecture. And you're a good shot.
An okay shot. I need to spend more time on the range.
I haven't actually spent any at the range recently.
You've been too busy shooting.
Yeah. It doesn't count towards my allotted shots at the range, though.
Well, here you are in the basement.
Have a look around. What's down in the basement?
It's dark, you can't see.
If there is still power down here like there was for the door, maybe we can find a switch. Fumble around for a light switch. It's probably
Are you making a perception check? Or just using your raw perception number?
I want to use my raw perception number, and also I'd like start from where we entered into the basement, because if there was a light switch, it'd be somewhere around the stairs.
15 minutes later, you find a light switch. Light comes on. Big industrial warrior light with a little cage around it.
Old door, old light. What hath been illuminated?
A basement.
An empty basement?
There's some shelves with some rusted tools on them. There's a crate over there. There's some things that are in a basement.
Nothing looks untoward. Nothing that would be consuming an amount of power while you were away.
Nothing but once the lock that was on the door.
Must be a secret entrance or door or something. Unless whatever it was moved out.
We'll have to look around for a secret entrance with some kind of criminology check. This is an intellectual check. 20 fucking 6, but man, I really hate this new box. It's so hard to read.
Oh yeah, I got a 16.
You find that one of the shelves is entirely too well affixed to the wall.
Well, this is a little bit more than just earthquake prevention.
And after a little bit of work, Babette, with her much higher superior roll, finds the concealed switch, and the wall goes out towards you and then hinges away.
Look at that. Dust, or was that it?
Dust and chalk powder and like things, plaster, that sort of. A tunnel slopes down and lights go like into the distance. I think we have found the leak. After you.
It's awfully mysterious. Make my way down the tunnel, keeping a shotgun up.
I'm not allowed to have luck. You get down to the tunnel. There's a small room. Faded letters on the wall read security. And behind you, the door in the passage you hear it go. And the lights in the passage turn out, but the one in the room stays on.
And we come to a security room first, so this has to be some sort of facility.
There's just an archway and a door. There's a little desk with a computer on it.
Does it look like walking through this archway might be like a metal detector or
Yes,
something?
it does.
We might have problems if that's still operational. Does it have the little like bin booth where you like put things through for...
I'm not going to fit in that.
Right, even my cyberware would be a problem. Maybe it only detects weapons.
Maybe we should have a look at the computer.
Yeah.
That would be electronics and security check. And I'm going to have to make it because you can't.
Yeah.
16 is more than enough. Indoors. The computer is not an original part of this.
Added after the facility.
The facility says Arasaka. This computer is not.
They definitely use their own tech for a secret base.
I think someone's just using this place.
Could be edge runners. Should be careful. While she's ticking away, in my regular shotgun, I am going to load incendiary shells.
Okay. Bonjour. Oh no. We have to rescue them.
Oh,
According to this, there are 6 people in here.
like in...
Held within.
Does it say like in cryostasis? Or
It says held within. They could be dying.
Right.
I will open the door. Oh, that's big. That's good. Ah, got you.
Excellent. Are you able to disable the...
Way ahead of you, Monsieur Barros.
Of course. How silly of me to doubt your abilities. I don't imagine your radio would work from under here.
They will try. Static. It makes sense. You would shield it.
Did that sound like regular static?
I don't know. Did it?
Can I make a check? Like a brain check?
Mm-hmm.
What would that be?
I believe it would be int for raw memory.
Just
Actually, concentration is what you roll to remember things.
One of those skills that now that you know that it's explained sounds very important. And,
Yeah,
at
a lot
the
of
time
people.
making my
A lot of
character-
people put in character creation. They put concentration off, like I always do, because I'm like, I can get that later.
We got a 15 at least.
That's good. No.
It doesn't sound like regular static.
Yeah. No, it doesn't sound like what you're trying to match it to in your
Okay,
epic.
so, okay. Sounds like normal static to me.
Okay.
Let's push inside. Speak the lightning saving.
I think in the lead, John Barrows heads in. Then she heads in, and the door closes behind you both and locks.
Did you expect it to do that?
There are no answers, but you'll be
Maybe I'm not as clever as I think I am.
Or someone else's plan.
I'm getting very sick of being played with.
Me too.
You head deeper. Out of the ceiling comes a turret.
Shit. Is there like...
There's zero cover in this hall.
What does the progression of the hallway look like?
Straight line.
And it looked like if we ran and used the full movement, we could like get around the corner through a door.
Nope.
Shit.
What?
Turret. Firing my gun is going to be one of those doing a thing kind of...
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, I'm not just going to let a turret open fire on us. Bringing up my other shotgun. And firing a slug.
Okay.
Grunting with the pain, of course, from my wounds reopening a little bit, so I'm not stabilized anymore.
You're not stabilized, you're just not healing.
That's technically you've got to like re-stabilize.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's just a...
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. You don't make saves or lose HP or anything. Faisal's dead or alive. A 21 should hit.
Yep.
This will really far away. 24 damage and a critical injury. See,
It explodes.
Where was this? Where was this in the ambush? Why was I rolling 14s? Well, turret's down.
Yes, I had every faith in you. A little stun gun.
Where's your other gun?
Let's move on. They make decent glasses.
Hoovering up my brows, huh? If I fire the other one, you might not want to do that. So, incendiary shells.
Hot drinks.
Push further in.
Another turret.
$21 again. As I dump another slug. 15 damage.
15 is the exact number of hit points these have.
There's not too many more of those. This is starting to hurt. I will reload as we progress.
Turret. And another one.
Oh no. That was weird. 20 deals 19 damage.
One blows up. Second one shoots at you.
I suppose a stun gun probably can't destroy a turret.
You evading?
Is Babette like directly behind me?
She is.
No. I'm gonna hope it misses and hits none of us.
Got to wait.
And then a 31.
Boom.
18 damage and a crit.
You bush.
This is an awful lot of effort to keep us out.
You reach the end of the hall, and there's a door. It's locked.
Does it look like we could just remove the hinges?
No, this looks like a properly set up security door.
Well, let's see what I can figure out about this door. This would be electronic security tech.
Yep.
Which is not... I got a 15? Not bad considering it's not exactly a...
That's good. You needed a 12. You beat it, so yeah. This is a hermetically sealed biocontainment door. At least that's what it says in clear print on the front.
Concerning.
The door also says Do not enter. Danger. Stay away. Things like that.
Extra concerning. We could be walking into some kind of quarantine facility. You're gonna open it, aren't you?
I have good news and bad news. I can open the door, but I have to stay here to make sure it does not lock you out. Lock us in.
Right. You might not be able to open it from the other side. Watch your back, in case someone comes in.
Perception check. Since now there's no point in you not making checks.
Yeah. 20.
Someone's approaching from behind trying to be quiet.
I need to think. Right, so I'm going to start talking to Babette.
Okay.
Like, I'll, if I find the people that were mentioned on the terminal, I'll come back and I'll call out this, and then if, you'll hear gunfire. Obviously, if I engage Hall, I'm just trying to let the person who thinks I'm being sneaky come closer.
What? Why are you telling me these things?
Just making sure that we know what's going to happen in case something kicks off.
You're acting very squirrely.
I want to try and get a little bit more detail about the sneaky person.
Okay.
With a 31.
Looking down behind you, you can see that whoever they are, they're keeping real low and into the corner so that the light in it doesn't pick them up as much. The dim light of the hall.
Roughly how far away are they?
15 feet, 15 M yards at this point.
15 yards. So, now that they've sort of stopped, and Babette's getting a little bit suspicious of me, I'm going to quickly, mechanics of the system, move 7 M yards in their direction and bring the shotgun up. Freeze! NCPD, I should add.
Jesus, John.
Oh. Sorry.
How did you even know I was here?
Yeah.
Lisa stands up and up and up and up.
I'm actually surprised you could hide that well.
You're not entirely sure what she's wearing, but boy, is it a lot less conservative than the other thing was.
It got changed.
Yeah, I thought some serious business gear was in order. When you didn't come back and then I couldn't get you on the agent, I figured something was wrong.
Underground. You got past all the doors.
There were doors that were locked?
Yeah, they were locked in behind us. Unless you were pretty close.
No, I didn't see you until just now.
Secret bookshelf door, and then the...
I was all standing wide open.
And the archway door with the security...
Open?
Interesting. I think someone is playing with us.
I'm so sick of people playing with me, says Lisa angrily.
I understand that. Well, I'm glad I didn't open fire.
You're glad.
Caught you just out of the corner of my eye. That's why I was being so weird about it.
Ah. Well, I'll let you two go in then. I mean, I know she's not a police officer, but she definitely looks more capable than me. And plus, she can't keep the door open.
That's true. Now that we know those doors aren't actually locked, be extra careful about behind you.
Right.
Do you want a gun? Like a...
No, I'll be alright.
You sure?
I'm very sure.
I have 3.
It's fine.
Okay. Just be careful. I don't want to have to explain to Straker that I got his girlfriend kidnapped.
Assuming I'm still his girlfriend.
I wouldn't worry about that.
I don't know.
Unless Stephanie comes to try kill you or something, of course.
You don't think she would do that, do you?
No, she seems like a nice enough girl.
I just think, he will definitely choose someone who is more beautiful and maybe they're nicer, or I don't know. I feel insecure.
I wouldn't worry about either of those 2 points.
Yeah, seriously, there's not many women who look better than you do, especially not with that cool crow. You're being kind. Yeah, I am. It doesn't necessarily invalidate anything I'm saying, though, right? Anyway, we should get in there.
Yeah, people to save. Maybe.
There are people down here?
That's the impression we got anyway. Oh, you should know that's a bio door, like a quarantine door.
Yeah, I can read.
Just so you know. Do you need a gun?
I can use them, but
I've got a sidearm, or I've got a shotgun with incendiary shells.
we'll play it by ear.
This one's mine. Lit it alive.
Is that a net launcher shotgun?
Yeah.
Ha!
The way that it's integrated actually makes the whole pair slightly less effective, but it's nice to have them in one.
Oh, that's cool.
Right, let's go.
Babette opens the door. You and Lisa step inside the room.
As I reload my shotgun.
The door slams shut behind you with a clunk. You can hear a muffled
You alright?
You hear no response.
Shit.
The room hums and buzzes. There's a bubbling sound.
What the hell's all this? I say as I step and look at what looks like a bunch of cool science. And some less cool science in the middle.
This is like... This is some mad science stuff.
Sure is. Looks expensive.
There's 5 upright cylinders bubbling in the middle with shapes in them. The sides are frosty and you can't necessarily see.
I'll move up to the closest one. Is it?
Careful, John, we don't know what that is.
We have to find out. Try and...
Inside is a horrible, twisted mutant. Possibly was human once.
Oh,
It has no skin.
well, that's uncomfortable.
It has 4 limbs. Legs, arms. They're not in the right place, though.
What the hell is going on down here?
Why, what? What's in there?
You might not want to look.
Okay.
I will move sort of down and left around the tank. Let's see.
There's a large, quivering pink thing being manipulated by some electronic arms on this table.
What the hell? Is it making any noise?
Squish.
What does it look like they're doing?
Like prodding a bit and kind of manipulating them, like inject a thing,
Things.
pulls back, and then and like picks another tool up and like does readings.
This is disturbing. They don't seem to react to my presence. It just seem like regular robotic arms.
Yeah.
I'll leave them about their work for now. I don't want to interrupt. Who knows what they're doing? I'll swing around the bottom and down. Looks like there's some kind of terminal over here. What have you got?
These tables are covered in some really bizarre instruments. They look medical-y, but I don't know. I'm not a smart girl.
I'll come have a look. go down the stairs. I came to go wide around the room. Door over here. What's on those shelves?
These shelves here?
One's just to myself.
Canisters with glowing green rings around the top.
Glowing green is always good.
They're labeled just with numbers.
Keep moving along. Past the robot there. Supplies and stuff on that shelf, just like boxes of things. Some red stuff.
These look like organ transplant containers.
Now this just makes it all worse. Any of them look like they contain things?
Are you opening one?
No, not yet. What's that?
Cylinders behind you.
Two.
So the two on the far left-hand side,
The two closest to you, technically.
they appear to be hissing at the base, and the fluid seems to be draining out of them.
Lisa, you might want to come over here.
Huh?
Just, stay close. Tanks are doing something.
Why are they choosing now? Did it have anything to do with the button I pushed?
You pressed a button.
I leaned on a button?
Maybe it did have something to do with that.
Or maybe it has something to do with what that robot arm over by me was doing with that long tubey thing.
There were some robots over there doing something too. But I think we might be about to find out what was in those tanks. Or you might be. It's not going to be pretty. I hope they're not alive.
The tanks open. Two naked women flop out. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with them.
Well, they still have their skin.
Oh, hideous. Disgusting.
That's...
Oh
No,
my god, they're slightly less attractive than me. Oh my god.
not as bad as what was in the other tank.
You'll notice that the floor of one pod has some damaged gear in it. It's like scorched, like it overloaded or blew out or something.
Okay. But not the other
They
one.
both seem to be waking up.
Approach at least to the stairs. Are either of you okay? Can you hear me?
Let's find out. The one with the blue background rolls over onto her back and coughs up lungfuls of liquid.
Looks like it might have been the same stuff that was in the tank. Sure. I'm going for like I'm going for to do the obviously right because she's on her the back pat to cough up stuff or something. You alright?
There's like a spasm run through her body, and her head just goes snap round towards you. She has a very strange face. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's a bit off. It's a bit uncanny. There's not someone behind it. But you can't really place what it is.
Yeah.
And she says, "Yes,
Oh.
Master."
I'm John. I'm a cop. What's going on?
She stands up really fast.
What's going on here?
I hear the voice of the one I am to obey, Master. I now must follow my instructions, Master.
What are your instructions?
My instructions are to obey. Get dressed, gather equipment, and so on.
Okay.
Unless you would prefer me to remain naked for your pleasure, Master.
No, get dressed.
Lisa's like, unless you would prefer me to remain naked for your pleasure, Master.
I'm about to make it worse. Not again.
I'm sorry, what?
Night City's a fucked up place. Sometimes. I'll explain later.
Crosses over to one of these cabinets, opens it, pulls out bizarre metal, not very coverings. Strange. I know how to use this. Help. The other woman starts coughing up liquid.
And you're okay as well? After she's coughed up?
She looks a little angry at you. And she gets up real quick. Pushes you away a bit.
I mean you no harm.
Looks slightly puzzled at hands.
Are you, alright?
Who are you?
Officer John Barrows, NCPD.
The other one comes back over, having dressed. He's just like looking between them, just like, John,
Yes,
this is bad.
bad.
They don't look like they know what human bodies are. Yeah, the other one has actually started exploring everything about them too, just like beep, 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 beep.